Hi, we're back. Going to talk a little about computers. Well, not computers, but CPU. Because I'm excited. It's going to come out very soon now. The Ryzen 7000 series, and that is just fun. It's really fun. As you all know, I have the Ryzen 5000 series. I have the Ryzen 7 5000 series, 5800X. But now the 7000 series is coming very, very soon. There's a lot of rumors, and I don't know which ones are true and which one are not. And it's a lot of talk about gigahertz and V-cache and a lot of stuff like that. As you all know, I'm not an expert. I'm not some technical wonder. So I'm not going to talk about that because I simply don't know much about it. Simple as that. So that, that I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to talk a little about the fun thing. I mean, there is always coming new stuff. Intel is now preparing their 13th generation. They have the 12th generation already out. 13 gen is coming. Ryzen 7000 is coming very soon. It's really exciting. Yes, indeed, it's exciting to see what's coming. I think it will be better. It have to be better. The 7000 have to be better than the 5000 series. They had about 2 years, almost 2 years, to improve the 5000 series to the 7000 series. If it's not better, I would shock and die. Simple as that. I do expect it to be better, and I really hope it's going to be better, and I'm excited to see it. And unfortunately, I cannot have it because that means I need to rip out my motherboard, my RAM, and the CPU to get it to fit because the 7000 series go on a new technology. So instead of AM4, that socket like DDR4, it will be DDR5 and AM5, or yeah, what they call it. So it's going to be quite expensive to change for me. So I'm not going to do that. I don't see any reason. I just bought 2 computers and they are fast and good, and I'm very happy with it. So I don't see any reason for me to rip out everything, buy expensive new stuff just to have the newest. Yeah, I don't see why I should do that or what I need it for. That said, it doesn't make it less exciting. It's really, really, really fun to pay attention to all the new stuff that is coming. I mean, wow, it's almost 2 years ago since the 5000 series was launched. Now we are waiting very shortly to see the 7000 series, how it perform, how fast it is, how good it is, and is it running cool, is it running hot, is it running fast, is it running with a bottleneck, is it thermal throttling, a lot of stuff there. That is very exciting to see. I know that some people actually still are on the Ryzen 2600X, so that would be the 2000 series. Then you had a 3000 series, then you had a 5000 series. Now the 2000 series still is running good. My 5000 series is running amazing, so I don't see any reason to change. And I will just say to all of you out there that yes, the new stuff is coming, but don't panic. Do not panic. What you have is probably more than good enough, unless you are, having your computer for the 10th year and you're planning to change no matter what. But if you have a recently new computer, your stuff is probably more than good enough. And I can say I have a friend. He, I think about 2 years ago, he bought the Intel i9, and that was the i9 850K. So that was like the 10th series, 10th generation of Intel. Now, an i9, the 10th generation, is not a bad processor, not a bad CPU at all. But they did come out with an Intel 11 gen after, and 12th gen, and now they come with 13 gen. So it doesn't say that you need to scrap your 10th generation. It's not good enough. It actually is. And I have looked on the internet, and I see there is this famous gamer or streamer or whatever, Ninja, and I guess some of you have heard of him and know the name Ninja. I think he play Fortnite. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong here, but he do gaming at least. And I saw his specs on the computers, and he run i9 9900K. So that was the 9th generation. He's still running now, today, in 2022. So that's why I say, do not panic. This guy is a pro. He live off streaming. He live off Twitch, YouTube, and he do gaming and stuff. And he a pro. He use it probably 1,000 times more than I do, and probably 100 times more than you do. So if he can get by for 4 or 5 years with a good processor, then it's good. Now, I bought the Ryzen 7 because I have checked a little, and it is a good one. And if you do the same, like you look for a good one, i7, Ryzen 7, i9, Ryzen 9, something like that, it will last you long. It costs a little more, but also it will last you longer. So, yeah, that's basically it. I think if you have a good processor, it will last you long. So I cannot just say much. I don't know much about the 7000 series from Ryzen yet. I've seen rumors. To comment on rumors or other things, that could bite me in the ass really hard. So I'm not going to do that. But I'm super excited to see what AMD is coming with. Will they be able to beat the 12th generation from Intel? Will they be able to beat even the 13th generation from Intel? I don't know. It's bloody exciting. It's very exciting. It's really, really fun to see, and I'm really looking forward to see the benchmarks, the specs, and hear from people how they experience that the 7000 series. Not to mention how it goes together with the RAM, the DDR5, the new motherboards, DDR5. Yes, it's a lot of new stuff. It's going to be exciting. Will there be baby diseases coming in here because of DDR5? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting and exciting time. Indeed. Very interesting to see how it's going to be. I'm really, really excited about the Ryzen 7000 series. Really hope, as I am in the red camp, AMD is red and Intel is blue. So I really hope that AMD do a fantastic job with the 7000 series as they did with the 5000 series, so that they can give a little blow to Intel again. That would be fun. And I'm not somebody that wish Intel bad in any way. I just see that Intel, they launch every single year. Actually, I think about 2 years ago, they launched 2 times. They launched like the 10th generation in was it January, February, and in December again, they launched the 11th generation, or was it November or December, yeah. So in the same year, within 12 months, they launched 2 generations. Now, that of course is to make money. That is to make you pay, pay and buy new all the time. But AMD, they do every second year. 2 years ago, they had the 5000 series. Now, the 7000 series come. They don't launch that much. They don't stress that much to make money. Seems to me like that is my view of it. Intel looked to me like a company that is a little more greedy. With that said, I think when you launch every year and struggle, you won't get that big difference like the 10th gen to the 11th gen. Not that big difference. Or maybe it was different. Maybe it was the 9th gen and 10th gen that had slightly difference. Either way, when you launch every year, you cannot improve those chips too much in less than 12 months, whereas AMD use about 2 years on it. So yes, I do expect more from AMD. I do. I have higher expectations, and that's why I'm so bloody excited, because I think, I mean, when they use 2 years, I think Intel used about 10 months between the 10th and the 11th generation. 10 months. And now you see AMD, they use about 22 months or so, ish, 22 months, I think, between the 5000 and the 7000 series. So of course you can do a lot more in 22 months than in 10 months. So I do have high expectations. I do look forward to it. I'm waiting for it. I really want to see those who try it. I really want to see the benchmarks. I really want to see how it works. Simple as that. But if you are in the market now to buy a computer, should you wait for the 7000 series, or should you go for a 5000 series on sale, or a cheaper one? That is a hard question, and I feel like, can anyone really tell you? I mean, it's your choice, it's your needs, it's your money. So what you want to do is not what I want to do. And how you use your computer is not how I use my computer. So I think it's very hard to tell people you should do this or should do that. That I cannot do. I can just say for me what I would do, what I think, and what I could do. That's what I can do. I see some other, I mean, Linus Tech or whoever. Linus is big, so I just mentioned his name very fast. And PC Builder and many, they talk about it and say, yeah, you should do it. That up to them. I mean, that is really on their own record, on their neck. I say it's up to you. You need to look at what you can afford. You need to look at how you use your computer. What are you using it for? What do you actually need? That is the most important. And yeah, I really believe that. And so is it wrong to buy the 5000 series now when the 7000 series is coming? I don't think so. I really don't. You need to look at what you use it for. When it comes, that said, I would certainly look at I will look at the Ryzen 7 5800X, also the Ryzen 7 5800X 3D, and the Ryzen 9 5900X or 5950X. So yeah, I will look at Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 9. The reason for that is that they have 8 cores and 16 threads, which is a little more into the future. It is high-end CPUs. So in this time when they launched the Ryzen 7000 series, I would think very, very hard before I went down to, let's say, Ryzen 5 5600X, because Ryzen 5 have less cores, less threads. How that will go on in the future and stuff, I'm really not sure, but it's not from I'm gonna be a little careful, but from what I have heard and how I understand it, and this could be wrong, I think they consider Ryzen 7 and 9 as high-end CPUs, but the Ryzen 5 is more like a mid-range CPU. So to go with mid-range, I would be very careful with. I would not go there. That me. It doesn't say you cannot. I just try to explain my worries and my view of it. Simple as that. So I would not consider the Ryzen 5. No, not in the 5000 series. I would go in the 5000 series. I would no problem. I wouldn't have any problem with the Ryzen 7 or Ryzen 9. So that in the 5000 series. If you are wanting a new computer and you want like a high-end or enthusiast, I mean, if you want to put that much money in, you want the 3080 and up graphic card, you want a CPU, you want, then you could go with a Ryzen 9, Ryzen 7 if you want DDR4. But if you want a brand new and the newest and you want something that lasts for the next 10 years or something, then maybe you should wait for the 7000 series. Maybe you should wait and see if NVIDIA is coming out with a 4000 series on the GPU. It will maybe and probably get more expensive due now to Russia's war against Ukraine, delivery, high gas prices, diesel gas on airplanes, ships, trucks, everything go up. So I do expect we could see an increase in also computers and parts to computers. So waiting can, it doesn't have to, but it can get more expensive due to the situation we are in the world right now. So I would say if you really have the money, if you want it, if you know what you need, go for the 7000. Wait for it. Sit and wait. Take the 7000 series. If you don't have that much money but you still want something good, try to buy a Ryzen 7 5800X or something like that. That's still a tremendous good CPU. Get a graphic card like 3070 Ti, 3080. Cheaper because some prices go a little up and down on the GPUs now, but you can still get pre-builts with those specs at some quite decent prices. The new ones I think will maybe be a little higher on the price, so that is up to each and every one of you to find out. But yeah, indeed. It is fun times. So much happening, so much new coming out, and we don't even know about the pricing, how that's going to be. We don't know how good it's going to be. It's really fun times, and I'm really excited. It's I could basically sit there and say, damn, I just bought 2 computers and now the new stuff is coming out. But I could wait another 6 months, then something new come out, and then I would say the same. So you never get out of that circle. You buy something, and then it not take that many months, then something new come out again. So I could say damn, but I choose to say, you know what? I did a good choice. I have good stuff, and I'm happy with what I have. It's gonna last me long, and it doesn't take away from me or anyone else that I'm super excited about the new stuff that is coming. New phones, new computers, new GPUs, new CPUs. I mean, the whole shebang. It's new technology, and it's fun. Really fun. So yeah, I hope you also like it. I hope you think it's fun. I hope you think these videos help you a little. That you need to find out what do you need. How do you use your computer? How much are you using your computer? But most importantly, how much am I going to use my computer in the future? I mean, if you're like 22 years old, 25 years old, do you consider meeting a girl or a guy, get a kid or whatever? Then I promise you the time on the computer will go down. Is it then worth to spend like $5,000 on a computer and when you're going to use it less? Or are you young and you're like 17 or something, 18, and you have the money or get help from your parents, and you actually gonna for the next years just gonna study and play and you have all the time in your world and you're in the prime of your life, then yeah, then you can spend it. Or if you're old like me and you have the money, then you can buy what the hell you want. But still, you should use your head a little and think. Don't blow your money away. That is never a good thing to do. So think a little about that. What do I need? What do I need today? What do I need in the future? How much I'm going to use it? And think a little like that before you buy. If you can save a buck, save a buck. Do not pay too much. That's never a good thing. So that said, Please remember to subscribe. And yes, excited! Ryzen 7000 is coming. Goodbye.